The USL League One playoff picture is becoming clearer, and all 12 teams are in action tonight to try and earn another 3 points to improve their position as we round out Week 22 of 2023. It's a newcomer versus an original as Forward Madison hosts One Knoxville at Breese Stevens Field, presented by Dairyland Insurance. Jack Edwards with you on the mic tonight. Let's show you the table entering this evening, also brought to you by Dairyland Insurance. In second place, the host Forward Madison, 2 wins position them in the second spot in the table, while in ninth, One Knoxville. They sit 7 points off the playoff line, and with 10 matches to go, they know points needed in moments like this season. They hit the road for the 3rd consecutive match. Let's look at some players to watch. First off, in between the sticks for the host, Bernd Shipman. You see some great stats down low. Leads the league in clean sheets, fewest goals conceded in the league. He is a massive part of that at 28 years old. Arrived from the Thai Premier League before this season, and he has come in and been a monumentous presence in between the sticks, providing saves like that one with his legs. Great with his feet, according to the head coach, Matt Glazer, and offers an assurance and confidence to the team. And when you can make saves like that, you're a massive asset for Forward Madison. On the flip side, Derek Waldeck, been a massive performer on the left back role. You see a tiny flick there to set up Jake Keegan. He's got 3 assists, leads the team in that as well as chances created, so has a 2-pronged approach, having to go up and down the left-hand side of the attack. He'll be a defender and hopefully a creator for this One Knoxville side. You'll see on the left, setting up Ilya Illich for a chance as well. If they're going to try and score some goals in this one, you wouldn't be surprised if they came from the left through Derek Waldeck. It's the 3rd match of the week for the host Forward Madison. They have a chance to make it a 9-point week after a thrilling 1-0 win last time out. One Knoxville had a week to prepare for this for their 3rd road match in a row. Some changes to walk you through before we get into kickoff in this one. Forward Madison, One Knoxville, back in a moment on the other side of this break.
Come see how Dairyland fits your life. With affordable car insurance that fits your budget and 24/7 customer service that fits your schedule. Even if you have coverage lapses or a bumpy driving history, we've got you covered. For 70 years, we've been helping people just like you get the car insurance they need. So why wait? Contact Dairyland today.
For a warm and inviting space to grab a quick meal or gathering the whole family, come into Gooseberry on the Square. Our made-from-scratch fare that is delicious, satisfying, and healthy. Plus, we're serving up breakfast and lunch all day long. Be sure to stop in and craft the salad of your dreams at the largest salad bar on the Square, featuring 70 items and 2 homemade soups. Gooseberry on the Square, open 5 days a week from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Back here live at Breese Stevens Field as Forward Madison prepare to take on One Knoxville for the 2nd time in 2023. Should be a good one in Madison, Wisconsin. 2nd place Madison and 9th placed Knoxville. Big 3 points available for both teams. Let's flash back. How we saw that in Week 8 for these 2 teams. May 3rd, 53% possession, shots slightly edging the hosts in that one. Some good opportunities for both teams. See, Gebhard has his saved by Sean Lewis. Both Lewis and Shipman players to watch today. Great in between the sticks. We're calling this some good moments. You saw this in the open with Bernd Shipman, but capable of moments like that between the sticks. You see the coaches embrace between Glazer and McKeever. The lineups now. First off, for the host forward Madison, you see a similar shape for them. A 4-4-2 can sometimes shape up with a back five. The lone change for them, Derek Gebhardt coming out, Christian Cheney coming in. Not a like-for-like change, so we'll see some shifting of the lineup. Cheney, though, leading scorer with 7 up front. And last time out, Stephen Payne scored in the 90th minute in a 1-0 win, his third of the season, winning it against Chattanooga to make it 2 straight wins for forward Madison. He'll maintain his spot and be a constant presence on the right-hand side for Matt Glazer's group. On the flip side, Mark McKeever and 1 Knoxville, they have a few changes to their 11. Gabriel Claudio, Rudy Castro, and Jessen Vanderplam all come out for Danny Fernandez, Gio Calixto, and Frank Ross. A 4-4-2. Also the possibility to shift throughout the match. Angelo Kelly Rosales will stay in the 11. Frank Ross, 3 goals back into the 11. Rosales was sent off last match, but that was rescinded later on, so he will come back into the 11 for an opportunity to try and get some individual bench. Those lineups brought to you by Madison Concourse Hotel. Some live shots in Madison, Wisconsin. You can see the sun breaking through. A bit of a cloudy day up to this point, about low 80s. Ideal weather. We will have some hydration breaks throughout, but you see in the center a pair of players likely to be massive contributors for the pink-wearing forward Madison. Jaden Onan and Christian Cheney, the team leading assister, the team leading scorer. The big threats for 1 Knoxville to factor in. We're underway with the hosts heading from left to right from Madison, Wisconsin. Clipped forward early on, Cheney attacking it, gets his head to it, but knocks it out for an early throw. You can see the records in your top left of your screen with their second double-digit win season in club history is forward Madison. A great start to the year. They have 11 matches to go. And they know that they have opportunity to get into the playoffs. A very packed group up top. They've got a lot of cushion, though, ahead of 1 Knoxville and the other chasers. Calixto trying to chase that one down. It'll be too heavy. We'll go out of play. Jacob Krull, probably one of the players to watch out for how his role changes with Derek Gebhardt moving out. It's their 3rd match of the week. Handling fatigue is going to be one of the keys to the game, brought to you by Dairyland Insurance for the hosts. On the flip side, being clinical in front of goal is a key for every match, but especially for 1 Knoxville. They've got themselves good opportunities in a lot of these matches, but they felt, at least in Mark McKeever's words, they haven't been able to be as clinical in front of goal as they would have liked. And it's let confidence drop, results get away from them. And they know that an early opportunity going their way would be big on the road. 3rd consecutive road match, 1 win, 1 defeat in those. But it's 5 defeats in the last 6 as it falls for Jaden Onan. Thought about a shot, staying with it, slides it off. Nazim Bartman, a slide tackle. He's staying alive, and Lewis gets low quick. Brave to get by the feet, and he collects it. Nazim Bartman, 4 goals on the year. 9 all-time for forward Madison, tied for most in club history. Has really gotten the scoring boots going in the last few weeks. Tied with teammate Derek Gebhardt, as well as Don Smart. Gebhardt on the bench, the lone player dropped out. He started 6 straight matches, but Matt Glazer clearly factoring in fatigue and resting him for the long term as a big factor. So he breaks and headed away. Kelly Rosales will control it down. Blocked. Cheney tugged to the back. It still falls, though. 1-on-1. Onan, can he keep his composure? It's saved by Lewis. The shirt pull may be revisited, but what an opportunity early on. The referee will go to his pocket, but I think for 1 Knoxville, they'll take that on the totality of things. Onan stopped by Lewis. You see it again there, just hoping to pull him back. Jordan Skelton tugged down Cheney, but Onan was quick to it, trying to put it to the right-hand side of the keeper. Saved by Lewis. He's 2nd in the league in goals allowed against average, as you see the confirmation of the yellow for Jordan Skelton. So that's something to watch out for, certainly for 1 Knoxville. The UW Health Sports Medicine corner. Payne whips it in. There's a squirm free, awkward. Lewis, he falls on it. And that might have been a bit of an uncomfortable coming together. So Knoxville, a bit of chaos in these opening moments. Sean Lewis called into action. You see that just over 1 goal allowed a match, 2nd best in the league. 19 conceded in 18 appearances. He's made 42 saves. 31-year-old keeper's got a lot of experience in the USL Championship. I'm using that in full effect today. We'll see it again. Payne's corner in. It just sat up awkwardly, and you see he's left it for his keeper, Jalen Chrysler. May have suffered a bit of ill effect towards the lower leg area. He'll be attended to and give us a breather after a frenetic open. The injury report as well brought to you by UW Health Sports Medicine. Both teams beginning to pile on a little bit. Both Citro Martinez and Francis Junot Baptiste. Recent additions to that injury report for forward Madison, and 4 players unavailable for one Knoxville for this trip, meaning they've got a bit of a shorter group to select from. Vander Plum started last time out, but re-aggravated an injury, still out. Sean O'Hearn, illness keeping him away as well. James Thomas, the talented fullback, an ankle injury also limiting him. Kyle McDowell, illness for him as well. Moving around a bit gingerly, but with a bit of capacity to sprint is Jalen Chrysler. Especially with Jordan Skelton already in the book within 2 minutes, they would hope that their center back partner is not going to be limited, as Danny Fernandez offered a short option for Lewis. But we're back underway after a brief pause. A crazy open. Jaden Onan with a chance to open the scoring. That one's flicked on. Osborne collects. Wheeler Amunu. His pass is blocked, but it might fall kindly for Cheney. It does. Villalobos got a foot to it. Cheney tracking back. They break the lines. Bartman to Onan. He was brought down off the ball as a foul by Fernandez. Knoxville with some early intensity, getting after it. Danny Fernandez was suspended last match. He returns to the 11 this time out. Second look at this is Bartman collects, gets the pass away, and Fernandez leaves a foot in, and the 1-2 was removed as a possibility. Bartman back to his feet, a positive sign for Madison. Lofted forward, Cheney was there to attack, headed away. Kalik back. Break. Krull is in the area. Still with Krull. Calixtro fighting for it. Goes out of play. Last touch by Madison. Visitors with the throw. Tossed back in quickly. Kelly. Villalobos. Onan gets a foot in. Intense from Kelly. He wins aside a foul. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL League One and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit www.us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. You're going to see Mauro Cicero after committing that foul. Free kick coming here. Waldeck over it. This is an early opportunity for the visitors. Waldeck whips it in. Dangerous. Headed away. Calixtro trying to win it on the return. Did it hit a hand? It did. Frank Ross judged to have handled it. And that'll stop the threat. Just to recap, in case you're just joining us, Jaden Onan got in one-on-one after the ball fell kindly. Cheney was brought down by Jordan Skelton, was booked for it in the second minute, and Onan's one-on-one opportunity was saved by Sean Lewis. So we've had a better clear-cut chance the first 2 minutes of this one than maybe really got in the entire full 90 when these teams last met in May. With keepers like Lewis and Shipman and the team's capacity for both teams to be defensive, to be cagey, to shut things down. What's a possibility is Fernandez sprays one forward. Keegan nods it down. He was offsides though attacking it, so it'll be a free kick for Madison. Burn Shipman sporting a hat for these early moments in this one, just trying to help deal with the sun. It has been glaring in some parts of the pitch. This makes the pink jerseys for forward Madison disappear under the glare. Bartman trying to get in. Falls for Wheeler Amunu. He can turn, play it back. Knoxville pressing a little bit higher up the pitch. Something that both coaches acknowledged, the differing matches played for these two sides. Been a week off, road matches and travel a factor. Just turning upfield well, handled well by Messias, picks out Onan. They work it to the left-hand side for Cicero. Into the channel, Jaden Onan. Nice progression from Madison. Jaden Onan. Cheney, will it squirm free? Bartman has it. Payne still alive. They've shifted from left to right quickly. Stephen Payne. Infield, Wheeler Amunu trying to switch play, but was blocked. Now it'll be cleared away by Calixtro. Nice control by Keegan. Fighting for it on the ground. It will be a foul committed by Keegan. Just put his foot over that one and foul was committed. Second leading scorer all-time in USL League One history, Jake Keegan, behind Emiliano Terzaghi, who had his 100th appearance for Richmond in today's match. 6-game, 12-team appearing USL League One Saturday. That one went over the head of Stephen Payne. I think he handled that before it went out, almost instinctually grabbing that. It'll be a free kick rather than a throw, and Waldeck will get us back going. And you can just see the shape being adopted by one Knoxville. I think they're allowing Waldeck a bit more license to roam of the left-hand side. Danny Fernandez playing as the left center back. Here's Kelly. Fernandez to Illich. Waldeck is there on hand. A foot was put in. Last touch though by Illich, so it'll be a turnover in possession. Right in front of the one Knoxville bench. We were talking about a moment ago, just the differing intensity levels for the two sides. Last match for Knoxville was at Union Omaha last weekend. Forward Madison had a midweek match against Chattanooga at home. Had to invest a lot of energy into that one. It took a 90th minute winner from Stephen Payne to separate that. Foot's put in. Fighting for it is Calixtro. Here's Kelly. Tried to pick out Illich, but just couldn't quite link up. Bit disjointed in the attack so far for one Knoxville. Osborne trying to carry it. Slide it to Krull. Keegan in the press. Krull drop of the shoulder. Pass to the touchline. Can't pick out Cicero and turns it over. So we'll see how the match plays out for the two teams in terms of the intensity levels. Knoxville have more capacity for intensity. You can see Shipman with just the lowest goals allowed against average. Forward Madison, a phenomenal team defensively. Just 20 goals conceded. That's the best mark in the league. 9 times they've shut out their opponents. A clean sheet last time out in a 1-0 win. A shutout when these teams met back at Regal Soccer Stadium. Fernandez. Onan blocks it, plays off to Cheney. Pass knocked away, but it's going to sit up nicely. Bartman, he's going to have Onan on the overlap. Bartman into the area. 3 players around him. He's cleverly edged off of it by Angelo Kelly. Out for a goal kick. See Bartman, 29 years old, just a very versatile option, capable of providing things in a multitude of ways. And their ideal system places one of the false nines they play underneath Cheney is Onan, another one of those false nines. Intercepts it, plays it to Bartman. Offers an option in return, scooped to Cheney. Fernandez to Waldeck. Madison penning their visitors deep in their own half. There's Waldeck in the corner. Plays it. Play out well, and Illich can turn in field but loses out. Messias. Mauro Cicero, space, takes a left-footed shot, blocked. Might still spin in play, takes a wicked spin and rolls out for a corner kick. Second of the match for forward Madison. First one from that far side, and Stephen Payne will run over to take an in-swing. Player who wins it, high-fiving the player who will take it. Corner kick brought to you by UW Health Sports Medicine. Stephen Payne in his first season with the club. 3 goals and 4 assists. 14th minute corner. Whipped in, attacked. Bounced awkwardly, couldn't put it on frame. It's scooped clear. Onan there to edge it back to Wheeler Amunu. Messias. Kroll. Back to Messias. Takes a deflection. Cichero. Space, low one. Tame for Lewis in the end, but Mauro Cichero being given a bit of space on that left wing. He's beginning to pull the trigger. .6'5" forward hailing from Caracas, Venezuela. He's got a goal and an assist on the year. It's his 12th start of the season. Can play up front more so as a forward, but almost playing as the left wing back that Derek Gebhardt frequently lines up in. You can see the front three, typical for Madison, of Onan, Cheney, and Bartman. Lofted forward by Knoxville, trying to stretch the defense. Waldeck, nice first touch. They've got things in the attacking third. Waldeck space to pick up his head. Villalobos out to the right-hand side. It's Calixtro. Low. Easy for Kroll to scoop away, but Villalobos wins the loose one. Calixtro. Low again, blocked by Kroll again. Ross in the press. Kroll knocks it forward, but Villalobos again intercepting the clearance. Sustained pressure and presence on the ball. Illich turns upfield, edges his opponent over, commits the foul. Referee not giving advantage, judging that there was enough on the foul from Illich on Kroll to give the free kick. Illich in discussion with the referee after that one. Jacob Kroll feeling the effects of that one. See it again as Illich trying to get at it. You can see just kind of the slight pop-up of the right hand, nothing terribly malicious. Did catch the face, and the referee offered the free kick support. Kroll started his 22nd match of the year. 22 in the league he has started with for Madison. Vital presence in that left center back, left back spot. Just a versatile guy who has a very dynamic role and a very trusted role for Matt Glazer. That pop-up, and it did hit the hand of Angelo Kelly. He's claiming it hit his chest, but the referee says he may have hit his left hand. We'll see it again. See if we can get a better vantage point of it. As Cheney collected it down, it bounced up awkwardly and certainly was in the region. Might have hit his chest and then his arm. Referee, regardless, offered a free kick, and Jaden Onan and now Stephen Payne both in the area. This looks to be something they're preparing to put into the area, into the mixer. Payne into the box. Headed across goal, not fully dealt with. It sets up for Cichero on goal, and it's in. Foul given, though. It will end the celebrations of Cichero. May have been offside as well, but the referee found an infraction to write off what was a really nice Mauro Cichero strike. Let's try and see that one again. Try and break down where this came from. It's headed across goal, and it's going to sit up kindly. No offsides there, if that was what the decision was. May have been a bit harsh on forward Madison. You'll just see players were a bit slow to track back, and if that was the call, looked to be that they were onside for Mauro Cichero's strike. Maybe there was a foul in the area. We'll get your confirmation if we can on what it was that ruled that one out. But still, 0-0. Cichero had one in the back of the net. Onan had a one-on-one. Madison with a pair of chances. No goals. Intercepted, played upfield in the channel. They're still lurking, trying to get that first goal. Christian Cheney. Messias to the left. Kroll Eyeing one in the box, gets to Cheney, does it sit up? He tries to flick one towards goal, but it goes over. Christian Cheney, he had some opportunities. Madison circling. Massive, massive threat. Kroll whipping one in, and Cheney's first touch just went into the chest of Skelton, and you can see him just absolutely furious after that one. Just too much ease they're finding to get these opportunities. Chrysler goes forward. Payne gets ahead to it, nods it away. Trying to keep it in play. It's Bartman. Nice flick. Backwards. Wheeler Amunu. Was he edged off of it illegally? Referee says no. Here's Kelly. Switch of play. Calixtro. Villalobos. Eyes a pass to the left. Waldeck. Knoxville. Haven't registered a shot yet, but 20 minutes into this one. Still 0-0. Clipped up. Illich was in the area, fighting for it. Payne gets a foot to it to knock it away. Waldeck puts it back into his path. Villalobos. Ross. Here's Kelly. Controls it down. Shot blocked away. Angelo Kelly finds Waldeck. Derek Waldeck. Shot scuffed. It was a little awkward for Shipman to deal with. He got down low quickly and made the save. Derek Waldeck, left back for this one Knoxville team, leads the team in assists and chances created. Two-time champion of the NCAA with Stanford, career going between 2016 and 2019. All Pac-12 first team as a senior. He was drafted by FC Dallas, moved to their affiliate side, North Texas. Played there from 2020 to 2022. Also appeared for Greenville, so extensive experience in the USL League One. Now applying his trade for one of the newest sides in the League One, Knoxville. Stephen Payne. Wheeler Munu, a heavy touch, but he gets back to it and goes deeper with his pass. Knoxville pressing high. Messias. Out to the left-hand side. Onan. Messias. Onan trying to pass. What a pass it is. Across goal. Beautiful move. Offsides again. Forward Madison now twice having goals ruled out. There is some frustration with that one. Christian Cheney confused how that one was ruled out. Let's see it here. He looks onside from that one. That looks like another one that might be a little bit of fortune in the favor of one Knoxville. Brilliant, brilliant run and pass by Messias. And that one looked like on first glance and on the replay that Messias had held his run and had been well timed. Illich out wide to the right-hand side. Calixtro, brilliant bit of control. Spins his defender. Kroll holding on to his shirt a little bit to keep him close. Into the corner, kicks it off him. Wins a corner kick. Nice bit of control and skill from Calixtro. Derek Waldeck prepping this one. Waldeck whips it in. Shipman there, gets in though! Climbing highest was Jalen Chrysler, and the visitors take a 1-0 lead in Madison. Waldeck whipped it in. Chrysler climbed highest. And he nods it home for goal number 2 on the year, and what a moment that is for one Knoxville to open the score on the road. Shipman was there trying to claim it, but he wasn't aggressive enough. Getting in front of him was the 6'4" center back. He nods it home. Second goal of the year for Jalen Chrysler. And what a time to come. You look at just unfortunate for forward Madison, a pair of goals ruled out. Second one especially looked to be quite harsh on an offside decision. But one Knoxville, they can't control that aspect of things. They take a 1-0 lead. I mentioned it as a key of the game. Clinical with opportunities, that's the definition of clinical. The center back just coming up, popping up with his goal number 2 on the year. They'll be very happy to get that going quickly. Nazim Bartman. How do forward Madison respond to this? They put it in, Payne putting in a full-throated challenge. Might go in the referee's book on this one. A lot of frustration in that one. The referee will take a beat and will book Stephen Payne. First Madison player to go in the book. The end of the goal, a forward Madison coach was also booked. So Payne, the first player to be booked, second yellow card distributed to forward Madison. There is a lot of frustration. Hearing that he was complaining about the last offside call on the goal disallowed. Here's Illich. Waldeck. Edged off of it, Wheeler Amunu. Playing one in field, Cheney nods it down. Bartman, was he fouled? Referee not making any indication. Messias under a lot of pressure. It will fall kindly for Payne. What a switch of play, and it's Mauro Cicero. Numbers streaking forward. In the box, it's Cheney. Bounces just past him. He goes down. Not necessarily appealing for a penalty, but there was a coming together between him and Fernandez. Looks the referee a little bit. He was booked in the first meeting between these sides for simulation on a penalty appeal, and that one looks like it would have been incredibly soft on Fernandez. He goes out for a goal kick. Christian Cheney at 6'2", 7 goals on 58 shots entering today. Broke the 60-shot barrier with a pair of scuffed efforts earlier in this one. It's important, though, for the hosts that they don't lose their composure. A lot of frustration clearly with some of the decisions gone against them. But down 1-0, Payne been booked. Teagan heads it down. Coming together between Cicero and Illich. Referee will call for a foul after a brief pause. Our head referee Servando Berna being dealt a contentious and a bit of a feisty one within the first half hour. Galikstro not quick enough to get to that one. Pass a bit too strong. Will allow Kroll to take the throw for Madison. The crowd behind the goal trying to amp up the hosts. Flicked on. Spins for Onan. Kelly. Waldeck. He assisted the first. Shipman comes off his line. He's abandoned the hat. Sun a bit more kind for him, as you can see the shade beginning to engulf more of Reese Stevens Field. 7:34 p.m. local time. Lofted forward, Payne edged from behind by Waldeck. Referee does give a foul for this one. Appeals for a yellow card, and referee has his hand in his pocket. He will produce the yellow card for Derek Waldeck. So now that battle on the right-hand side between Waldeck and Payne, both players booked. Any challenges between them will be closely monitored. The yellow cards beginning to pile up. You check it out again. There's a nice pass forward, and Payne gets in front of his defender, and you can see the right hand does offer a bit of a push. Maybe a bit of a soft yellow card, but the referee wanting to tighten things up, and also may have been for kicking the ball away after the fact. Regardless, though, Derek Waldeck enters the book. Joins that man, Stephen Payne, readying to take one into the box. Free kick service led to a loose ball that Mauro Cicero put in the back of the net. That was ruled out for offsides. They've had 2 disallowed. How will they respond? Stephen Payne whipped in over everybody, nodded away. It'll be out for a throw. One Knoxville, 2 wins, 2 defeats, 4 draws on their first time visits to opposing grounds this season. It's their first time here in Madison. Lofted in, headed away. Overall record of 3-2-4 on the road. Passed all the way back to Shipman. Will go long, headed back. Keegan nods it down, but he was coming from an offside position. Keegan, an exceptionally experienced center forward for one Knoxville. Provided some vital goals on the season. You see the road record up in the top corner, 3-2-4 for a first-year club. Nothing remarkable, nothing too much to watch out for, but 1 win, 4 defeats in the last 5. Definitely been a bit of a tough spell for Knoxville. 5 defeats in 6 matches. This one squirms free for Bartman, who passes to Payne, and he goes long for Cheney, headed away. After a nice spell of about 5 unbeaten with 4 draws mixed in there, defeats have fallen on Knoxville. Injuries have piled up a little bit. They've been trying to battle what is already a pretty short squad. Overcoming those issues been difficult for them. A lot of chaos, a lot of things to manage as they made the jump from a USL League Two side to a USL League One team. It's worked out to the left-hand side. Cicero back to Onan. Jaden Onan cuts one in. Nazim Bartman puts it on goal, and they get it. 3rd time lucky they equalize. Nazim Bartman, now the all-time club leading goal scorer. Celebration with a young fan wearing the fellow 24. 1-1. Nazim Bartman, 5 on the year, 10 all-time. Bartman, you can just see it, a brilliant left-footed finish. They picked him out well. That's exactly what they would have wanted at this juncture. You can see Fernandez trying to scoop it out, help out Sean Lewis, but just too much venom on the strike from Nazim Bartman. Five on the year for Bartman. How about this for an opening 33 minutes? Fascinating open to this one. So Knoxville pegged back after they opened the scoring off of a corner kick. Nazim Bartman bringing us back level to 1-1. Villalobos. Kelly. Kressler forward. Payne heads it away. Bartman, bit of a heavy touch. Nice, clever one to poke it away from Waldeck, who also has to be quite careful with what he does. So it's hooked forward. Several players now for both teams have to be quite conscientious of their ability to challenge for things. Jordan Skelton, Derek Waldeck for the visitors, Stephen Payne for the hosts. Here's Ross. Into the left channel, his cross blocked. Waldeck rushing for it. Bartman got a foot to it. Here's Messias. Target man, Cheney, always an option. Onan going to Payne. Fernandez gets a foot to it, knocks it out. Payne in a lot of pain in the ground. Not an intentional pun there. Didn't kind of walk myself into that one. Was trying to figure out a synonym for pain, but he's back to his feet. Payne is no longer in pain as he prepares to take the throw. Cheney knocked out by Fernandez. Goes quick with the throw. It's Bartman. Keegan was on hand, but it goes back. Osmond. Kroll flicks it forward for Cichero. Kroll, Onan. Infield, Wheeler Amunu. Poked away. Wheeler Amunu, I mean, he kind of just tackled down Ross there. Might head into the referee's pocket. Looks like he won't, though. It's a bit of a surprising change of pace from the referee. Just he kind of overruns it a little bit and then just kind of almost hugs him a bit as he brings him to the ground. Foul committed. Chrysler, goal scorer. Into the channel, Kalik stroke. Will he get there? Not before Osmond will. Sliding challenge will not get clear. Nice turn, Kelly. Trying one into the channel. He wants it to his feet, Ross does. That was a nice turn by Frank Ross, Scottish midfielder. Had a long youth career with Aberdeen in Scotland. Made 12 senior appearances for the club during his time as on a professional contract from 2015 to 2020. Had loans elsewhere in Scotland. Dueled for. Squirms free across goal and tapped in. Brilliant from Jake Keegan. Picks out Frank Ross, and they retake the lead 2-1, and they're letting the home crowd know it. Keegan and Ross happy to take the title of the villain. And the visitors wanting to spoil a bit of home fun. A goal out of nothing. Keegan just fights for it. Two players around him. He stays persistent, picks out Ross, and an easy enough finish. And he immediately, Keegan does, turns to the home crowd. Lets them hear it. This game not losing its edge. Both teams going after it in full. Jake Keegan, his third assist on the season. You can see in your shot, though, the two players involved in that one, Ross and Keegan. So twice now they've taken the lead. Goal number 4 for Frank Ross. Just mentioned his career. He wrapped up his stint in Europe, at least at this point in the 25-year-old's career, with Go Ahead Eagles in the Netherlands. Providing valuable experience, very technical player, capable of a lot of things. He's got goal number 4 for them. Forward. Cheney keep that one in? No, he didn't. It was a very ambitious effort to try and nod that one still in play. Yellow card was given for a push on Jake Keegan, a bit of a dramatic fall, but the referee no choice but to book Christian Cheney. As Onan flicks it. Maybe a high boot from Cheney. It was indeed. So another player booked. Another thing to watch out for is just with the match not losing its competitive edge, and Cheney clearly taking exception with Keegan's celebrations towards his home crowd. Keegan a forward Flamingo, or former Flamingo I should say. As Illich tries to push this one forward. Well defended. Keegan played for Forward Madison in 2021. Among several spells across sides in the USL League One. Ross, man who has the difference as things stand. Facing off with Bartman. Villalobos switches play. It's Calixtro. Calixtro more or less playing as a right wing back, an interesting role for him. A recent addition, making just his second start in one Knoxville colors. He was acquired on July 10th, so his career just over a month old with the side. Dueling forward is Waldeck and Payne. Payne trying to knock it away, but concedes a throw. Calixtro kind of playing as a right wing back role, allowing Waldeck to play a bit higher up on the left. Waldeck, Villalobos to his right, tosses to him. Onan pressing. Did Onan get there? Just off on winning that one. Chrysler flipped forward. Illich put a bit of an elbow in the back, but the header back towards goal, collected by Shipman. To the flock behind the goal. On ESPN Plus, don't miss a minute of the action in 2023, whether your club is on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN Plus, the home of the USL League One, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. As Cheney, as Onan rather, plays out wide for Payne. Maybe blocked, scuffed away. Cichero. Cichero whipped in, headed away. Sits up kindly for Krull. Stands things up. Bartman clipped it, trying to pick out Payne. Has to work to get to it. Just too strong for him. Does nod it though to the right side of the corner flag, so it'll be a throw. Headed infield. Intercepted. Jaden Onan. To the left, Cichero. Low, just wide of goal. Mauro Cichero has had one disallowed, and he's trying to get one on the board. Final few moments of the first half. 6 shots so far for Madison. You can see Onan, constant creator, sliding it to Cichero, and Lewis watched it wide. It would look to be close from this vantage point, but the 31-year-old keeper was confident that it was heading wide of the goal. Lewis gets back underway with a pass out. Fernandez. Waldeck. Slid it forward. Ross takes a bit of a heavy touch. Referee blocked that pass. Stop playing. I think he'll give it back to Forward Madison, allow them to get it at a drop ball. Bruno getting his feet caught up, blocking that one. Outside tug by Cichero. Played in the channel for Keegan regardless. Advantage being played. Can Knoxville take the lead? Calixtro. Villalobos. Line a pass out wide. Calixtro. Into the channel for Ross. Cleared away. Thumping clearance by Mauro Cichero, tracking the run of the current match winner. They scored from a corner kick on that far side. Waldeck whipped one in to the 6-yard box. Shipman didn't go and claim it, and Jalen Chrysler was able to climb highest and knot it in. Waldeck goes short. Villalobos back to Waldeck. Ross drags it back, does get it to Waldeck. Really put one in. Put it onto the right foot. Weak-footed ball, stands it up. Cheney hooks it clear. Back all the way to Kelly as we hit 45 minutes. 5 minutes of stoppage time upon us. Some 3 goals, some injury stoppages. So another 5. Hooked in. Shipman will collect. So go long. Cheney, nice use of his body to turn. Pressed well by Kelly, and he takes it off his feet. Fires a pass to Ross. Messias collects. Looking up. Here's Osmond. Timmy Mel. Kroll. Cichero to the left. Gives it to him. Onan back. Gives it to him. Jaden Onan. Payne. Clipped up. Not fully dealt with. Wheeler Amunu. Clever flick. Mauro Cichero. That one go out for a corner kick. It did. On the far side. In the 2nd minute of stoppage time. Stephen Payne can make his way from right to left. Take an in-swinging corner from the left-hand side. The UW Health Sports Medicine corner kick. Nazim Bartman pulled them back to 1-1. Conceded again. Payne. It's whipped in. Headed back. Onan trying to get a foot to it. The bicycle kick hits the post. Still alive. Will it sit up for Bartman? It goes over everybody. He's claiming it took a touch. But his appeal will fall on deaf ears. It's a goal kick. What a sequence. Let's see it again. It sits up awkwardly for Cichero, who goes for the bicycle kick. Would have been unbelievable. Hits the post. And Nazim Bartman, his shot just over. Mauro Cichero had one disallowed, had several shots in this first half. He's a fascinating presence on the left wing for Matt Glazer's Madison side. He's hunting for goal number 2 on the season. Cheney pressing. Massive coming together as it's headed away. He's appealing to the referee. Payne on hand for a switch of play. He'll leave it for Mel. Blocked by Waldeck. Will it sit up? He does keep it in play, but only finds Payne. Stephen Payne. Persistent. Onan. Cichero. Mel. Wheeler Amunu. Minute and a half of the stoppage time. The minimum allowed is remaining. Cross takes a deflection. Cheney is there. Gets a chest to it. Cleared away. Osmond gets ahead. Onto it. Finds his center back partner, Crow. Timmy Mel. Messias. To the right side. Bartman. Puts one in. Knocked away. Onan thought about a first-time shot. Takes it in the box. Kelly put a foot in. It was dangerous. Messias. Payne trying to go back to Messias. He'll go to Wheeler Amunu. Less than a minute left. Searching for an equalizer. Cichero thinking about a shot. Going towards the byline. Back to Messias. Onto the right. Onan on the right. Shot's blocked. Headed away. Messias fighting for it. Knocked away. Osmond. Wheeler Amunu. Sliding in, knocks that one out. Might be one of the final actions of the first 45. There's one Knoxville. You see they're in no massive rush to take this one. They know that this could be a massive lead heading into the break, and the lead they will have 2-1. Knoxville leading. Frank Ross, the current man, embracing with the other goal scorer. Jalen Chrysler and Ross, both with goals to give him a 2-1 lead. As things stand, knocking out the Nazim Bartman goal for forward Madison. What a first 45 minutes that was between these two teams. Intrigue, drama, 3 goals between them, and all of it to play for in the second half. We'll be back in a moment after this break on ESPN+. Forward Madison 1 Knoxville 2 in just a moment.
Come see how Dairyland fits your life. With affordable car insurance that fits your budget and 24/7 customer service that fits your schedule. Even if you have coverage lapses or a bumpy driving history, we've got you covered. For 70 years, we've been helping people just like you get the car insurance they need. So why wait? Contact Dairyland today.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
Getting the exact vehicle you want is easy at Zimbrick Volkswagen of Middleton. Come in and sit down with one of our sales professionals and build the Volkswagen you want. Pick all the features, order it, and then sit back and relax, knowing you're getting your dream vehicle. The best things in life are worth waiting for after all. Check out our selection online or in person. With new vehicles arriving every day, your perfect Volkswagen could already be waiting for you at Zimbrick Volkswagen of Middleton.
Tonight's Dental Health Associates fan of the game is Edward Nunn. Thank you for going full Mingo. Welcome back to halftime, brought to you by Just Coffee Co-op as Forward Madison takes on 1 Knoxville. Week 22 got off to a blast with 3 great games. Let's double back and look at our Wednesday night matchups.
Just 3 matches Wednesday, but they had implications. I'll say that. 33rd minute, Richmond versus North Carolina, off a corner from Neil Vinyals. Emiliano Terzaghi off the dome for his 9th goal of the season. Vignal's first assist. I can't believe it's his first assist. 1-0 Richmond. That's the 8th straight match scoring a goal for Richmond. 11th time scoring the first goal this season. Less than 3 minutes later, this beautiful curler from Blanco to Garrett McLaughlin heads it down past Akira Fitzgerald, elevating over Dakota Barnett, and that's the 4th goal for McLaughlin. Blanco's first assist. NCFC leads the league in goals in the final 15 minutes of the first half with 13. 1-1 to the half, now 60th minute. Rafa takes the corner. It gets back to Rafa. He'll send it back in, and it's a goal off the head of, oh no, it's Michael Hornsby of Richmond, an own goal. Richmond leads the league with 4 own goals. It's 2-1 North Carolina, but Hornsby would be redeemed. Here on the long throw from Ani, it skips across. There's Hornsby, man on the spot, sends it just inside the near post. Hornsby levels the match. That's 90 plus 6, folks. 1-1 the final score, 2-2 the final score, rather, a point apiece for the two teams. Richmond had the last 7 shots in the match and stays alone in 7th in the table. They need points to get above the playoff line. North Carolina stays at the top of the table. We go down to Georgia. Tormenta hosting Central Valley. You cannot sleep on Georgia right out of the gate. Tormenta 65 seconds into the match. Davey Mason here on the pass from Bosway. Sends it in to Mateus Cassini. Folks, that's 65 seconds into the match. It's 1-0. That score would hold all the way to the half. But before we get to the half, in the 16th minute, this long ball up for Toby Otieno. A regrettable error for Mitchell North. He's out of the box. You cannot handle the ball there, and he gets a red card. Oh, that is a tough break. So that means we got to get the backup keeper, Mateus Fernandez, in there, and didn't go well for him. Minute 51. Fonseca sends it wide to Mason, who sends it to Jackson Corey in the middle of the box. That is a 2-0 lead. The first real action Mateus Fernandez is seeing this season as a keeper for Fuego. He'll probably start tonight as well. They will fight all the way to the end, though. Central Valley under Adam Smith, they're still fighting here. Down 10 minutes, 83rd minute, still trying to find a way to get a goal. Cerritos fouled in the box by John Murphy. He'll get a penalty and he'll take it himself. Fuego falls 2-1 at Tormenta. Ian Cameron and company break a 2-match losing skid and slide into a tie for 7th with Richmond. Madison, Chattanooga, 4th place Madison, a chance to grab 2nd, hosting last place Chattanooga, a win, a loss, and a draw in the last 3 outings. I don't know how Carlos Avilés gets this ball. That's one of the most amazing double, triple saves I've seen. He's on his backside, he reaches up and paws it, and it doesn't go in. Still 0-0. Holy smokes, 6 saves on the night for Avilés. Still 0-0. Stephen Payne sends it up to Cheney, who crosses to Bartman. Surely this is a go. Nope, saved again. Avilés, man on the spot. Looks like a 0-0 draw. We get to the 90th. Bartman sends it wide to Onan. Touch pass to Payne. Finally sneaks one past Avilés. And it's a take your kid off Wednesday as Madison celebrates the 1-0 win and vaults into 2nd place in the table, now just 2 behind North Carolina FC. News and notes are coming up after.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Sue here gives it a go, and Sue here from distance! How about this start for San Antonio FC? 5 minutes in, they're up 2 goals.
RGV, Davila trying to sneak one in and does! Oh my goodness, RGV, a fantastic goal!
Welcome back to halftime, brought to you by Just Coffee Cooperative. Some news and notes from across USL League One. John Harkes leading the Greenville Triumph to a 3-1-1 July. Wins the 5th time he's the coach of the month. The player of the month, Olex Anderson, 4 goals for him. They were the 2nd time this season they've been undefeated. An electric goal scored for them. And Atez Diouf, a hat trick, made him the player of the week in a victory over NOCO. That was just an overall thrilling game. You see 2 players from Lexington, him joining Tate Robertson. He's the player of the week, headlining that group. Jordan Skelton of One Knoxville, the lone player from today's contest in there. A lot of Omaha players in this 11. A good run of form for them has seen them shoot up the table into 4th place. Entering into today, that's your team of the week from week 21 in USL League One. Now your scoreboard, a lot of intrigue. 3 of these games going just final, presented by Dairyland Insurance. The 3 points going the way of Charlotte, Lexington, and North Carolina, while Richmond is holding a 1-goal lead. But a lot of goals, a lot of thrilling results. Interesting to see how that shakes things up in the table moving forward. Now we can look forward. Also brought to you by Dairyland Insurance. Next up for One Knoxville, they head back home after a road stand, take on Lexington, while forward Madison hits the road to take on South Georgia Tormenta, who are looking to try and get themselves back into the playoff picture. Some real interesting ones all across the league in the upcoming weeks. Northern Colorado and Union Omaha later tonight should be a great one. Some more to come in a moment on ESPN Plus on the other side of this break.
Exact vehicle you want is easy at Zimbrick Volkswagen of Middleton. Come in and sit down with one of our sales professionals and build the Volkswagen you want. Pick all the features, order it, and then sit back and relax, knowing you're getting your dream vehicle. The best things in life are worth waiting for after all. Check out our selection online or in person. With new vehicles arriving every day, your perfect Volkswagen could already be waiting for you at Zimbrick Volkswagen of Middleton.
Come see how Dairyland fits your life. With affordable car insurance that fits your budget and 24/7 customer service that fits your schedule. Even if you have coverage lapses or a bumpy driving history, we've got you covered. For 70 years, we've been helping people just like you get the car insurance they need. So why wait? Contact Dairyland today.
You can't have the 4th of July without fireworks. They go hand in hand like hammocks and sunshine, like sprinklers and laughter, like backyards and barbecues. And so, we at Festival Foods remain committed to bringing Wisconsin as many fireworks shows as possible. We'll light up the night sky like we always have, since 1991. Happy birthday, America! Visit festivalfoodsfireworks.com for a show near you. Festival Foods, we are Wisconsin.
The Madison 56ers 2012 Girls Silver are tonight's Unity Point Health Meritor Youth Soccer Spotlight of the night. Thank you, Madison area youth soccer clubs, for your continued support. Welcome back to Breese Stevens Field. Forward Madison 1, Knoxville 2. just an utterly thrilling first 45 minutes as part of a 6-match Saturday in USL League One, treating us to some great action so far. Let's look at the halftime highlights brought to you by Just Coffee Co-op. Early on opportunity here for forward Madison. Going to squirm for Mauro Cicero. Puts it on frame. Ruled out, though. A bit of a tough one. Another one ruled out. Offside being called against Messias. You won't really kind of be able to see on that first angle. We'll try and show it to you again a bit later on in the match if possible. But a bit of a tough one in the end. And Knoxville took a full advantage of it. Jalen Chrysler climbing highest, nodding it into the back of the net. 1-0 lead they take on the road. There would be a combative return, though. Brilliant pass picks out Nazim Bartman. He puts that one in the top right corner. A great assist by Jaden Onan, up now to 6 assists on the season for Madison. Bartman also going to sprint over in the corner, celebrate with his kid. Just an overall great moment for him as he became the all-time leading scorer in club history with 10 goals. He makes it 1-1, but things wouldn't stop there. As you saw from the scoreboard, Jake Keegan just relentless, stays with it, persistent, picks out Frank Ross, makes his job quite easy, and he celebrates aggressively in front of his former crowd. The former Flamingo assisting Ross, puts that one home. The Scotland man currently has the winner, 2-1. 4-1 Knoxville. Stats presented by Rhyme. 12-4 shots, edging in favor of the hosts. They've had a lot of opportunities. 2 goals disallowed and a slight disparity in possession, 51-49. 3 yellow cards for Madison, 2 for Knoxville. Thrilling. A lot of entertainment in that first 45, and surely going to be heading that way for the second 45 as well. TJ Keegan assuming control of the center circle in their navy blue kits. One Knoxville looking to get a win on the road, 3-match homestand. If they can get 6 points from that, we'd love to take that. Versus forward Madison, they want to make it a 9-point week. Keegan gets us back underway. The visitors from left to right, the hosts from right to left. Sunset beginning to occur here in Madison, Wisconsin at Breese Stevens Field. Night beginning to set in as this one's flicked back to Shipman. I'm very interested to see how the two teams break out in the second 45 in terms of intensity, aggression. As Onan tries to flick that one, it takes a nice bit of spin from Mauro Cicero. So you're scoring somewhere in the top left of your screen as Onan tries a pass. It's cleared away. Bartman with the goal for the hosts. 2 for Knoxville, though, coming from Chrysler and Ross. Waldeck assisting the first one as Kroll nods that back to Osmond. Cicero under a bit of pressure, edged from behind by Chrysler, and earns aside the free kick. Man who scored the first goal of the match. Again, his confirmation again. 2 goals for Knoxville, Chrysler and Ross, having the 2-1 lead. A bit awkward from Timmy Mel, but stays with it. Kroll. Jack Edwards with you. They're joining us on channel3000.com. YouTube. The match is also being carried. We appreciate you sticking with us through any technical difficulties through this broadcast. A lot of fun, a lot of exciting things to come here in Madison. For Knoxville, it's interesting how they hold this lead, how they want to try and keep things going as the miscommunication between Cicero and Kroll goes out for a throw. Obviously, a lot of match still to be played in a 1-goal lead. Any one moment for Madison can bring this back to a 2-2 match. Knoxville not the type of team to sit back, just defend. So we likely will see some opportunities, but Knoxville may decide to change things up. A shot from distance would have been incredibly impressive if Timmy Mel was able to put that one on frame, let alone score, but Sean Lewis was able to pick that one out of the stands. Forward Madison up against it. They've won the most points above expected. Your expected points based off of the expected goals that you have, the expected goals allowed that you allow against you. They've gotten 7.74 points more than they are expected to. Currently sitting on 36 points. And that's 7 points is vital. Back with you here in Madison, Wisconsin. Apologies for any technical difficulties we're facing here on the broadcast. Appreciate you sticking with us. As this one sits up for Villalobos. The shot just off target. Here we are in the 51st minute. Still 2-1 Knoxville, edging things. Just a lot of chaos with this match through the opening moments. All throughout to this moment. We should have known it was going to be a strange day when Christian Chaney and Jaden Onan combined to win the ball back high up the pitch. They got him behind, and as Onan was getting in one-on-one, Jordan Skelton just yanked him down by his shirt, and then Onan's one-on-one was saved within 2 minutes of the match. Had an early opportunity. 2 goals disallowed for forward Madison. One of them looked straight up onside. Looked like it was just a missed call by the assistant referee. One Knoxville then clinical in front of goal, responding in perfect fashion as Kelly tries to move that one forward. It's going to squirm free, positive for him. Left side Waldeck, whipped in over everybody. Foot race, 1. Trying to pick out Chaney was Bartman, but he just couldn't quite link things up. Ross. Waldeck. Villalobos. Ross. Kalikstro bringing it infield, gives it to Ross. Step over, Frank Ross. Leaves it for Keegan, his shot is too tall. Trying to return the favor after Ross was set up by Keegan for the second Knoxville goal. Jake Keegan come in and got to a great start to life in Knoxville. Got 5 goals, 3 assists now in the season. Tied for most assists for the team. Most goals. Frank Ross now with 4. The closest man to chasing him down there. Launched forward. Cheney. Nice chest control. Played forward. Jaden Onan. Flag stays down. Onan one-on-one. Can he put it on frame? Kick save. Still alive. Cichero there. Cleared away by Kelly. Sean Lewis stands tall again and keeps the lead for the visitors. Jaden Onan one-on-one again. Maybe a heavy touch there, dragged him wide. A really strong left-footed shot, blocked well by Lewis. His job was not easy. It's a corner kick. Payne over it. Whipped in, header towards goal, block, sits up, the shot's too tall. Timmy Mell, it bounced kindly for him. Madison knocking on the door. They haven't opened it yet for another equalizer. Flicked forward, Keegan. Switching play. Picks out Calixtro. He's got Illich in the box. Turned by Ross. Back to Calixtro. Keegan has it in a bit of space. Jake Keegan quarterbacking the attack currently. Waldeck against Payne. Tried one in the channel for Villalobos, but the pass, not the right angle, goes out for a goal kick. Copa Tejas takes center stage as playoff positioning heats up. Golden Boot leader Tani Oluwasie and San Antonio FC welcome Wilmer Cabrera and RGV FC with major playoff implications. It's San Antonio FC and RGV FC Wednesday, August 16th at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Wheeler Amunu lofts it to Cheney. Nice control by Cheney. Can he keep his composure? Trying to be clever. Flicks it up, and Lewis keeps it out of goal just enough. Christian Cheney went for the ambitious option. He got his head in his hands. Utter chaos on that opportunity. Cheney never quite brought it down, and both players holding their heads. They've been coming together as they were going for it. You see it again as Cheney's just going to nod this one forward twice. That might have been just a complete knocking together of the heads, and Cheney just not quite able to get his foot right. Chipped the keeper, almost looked incidental by him. Both players, both him and Jordan Skelton, being intended to. Just a bit of a collision of heads there going in behind. Cheney moving. Likely frustrated. Not the kind of player where one-on-one, it was a really difficult one, just bouncing awkwardly. Honestly, with it at that height, bouncing, the keeper coming off of his line a little bit. The chip was not the worst decision ever. Contact was kind of awkward by him, and Lewis will be able to get us back underway after this brief pause. We'll see probably both Skelton and Cheney have to step out of the match for moments. So it might be 10v10 for a moment. What an insane match this has been so far. Servando Berna drops it for Sean Lewis. Get us back underway. Fernandez. Ross. His pass forward is blocked out of play. Waldeck. Headed away. Wheeler Amuno keeps his feet about him. Messias drives it forward. Aiden Messias out wide. Payne, flag goes up. It was offsides when we put that one in. It was blocked out for what would have been a corner regardless, but offside given. Cichero can chase it down. Has Onan on the underlap. Feeds him. Onan into the box. Low. Sits up. Wheeler Amuno, what a save. Lewis again called into action and he answers it. Waldeck, his clearance scuffed away. Wheeler Amuno. Cichero. Space to shoot. Just over. He had one disallowed. He's been a massive presence, Mauro Cichero. Would I be surprised if he leaves today with a goal? He fed Onan. What a flick to set up Wheeler Amuno. Takes it first time. A good shot by every stretch of the imagination. An even better save by Lewis. Read it all the way, dove low. Pushes it out. Foul committed. Pass. Ross might have wanted an advantage being played. His side will get a free kick regardless. Owning the offending player. You see the foul again as Onan a bit overzealous in the press. Bumps in to Chrysler. Commits the foul. Onan got his first goal of the season as the game winner versus Central Valley Fuego. Richmond it was, rather. He's had one-on-one opportunities, Jaden Onan has. He's known for his creativity, 6 assists. Right up there with the best in the league. Krull. Wheeler Amuno. Payne, back. Wheeler Amuno. Pass blocked. Villalobos is wise to it. Ilya Illich. Switch of play, right-hand side, Calixtro. Gio Calixtro bringing it forward. Appealing for handball, did hit the hand of Calixtro, and it will be a free kick given. Knoxville preparing for a substitution here. Claudio is coming into the match for Denny Fernandez. Claudio started their last match, a 3-1 defeat against Union Omaha. It's his 12th appearance of the year. Second professional season after a college career at Apple Pie and UNLV. He was at Union Omaha last season. 22 appearances, signed for Knoxville in January of this year. He'll come on as a right-sided center back, try and offer defensive support for a substitution for either team. Onan. Cichero. First time pass by Messias, intercepted, and Frank Ross, space to drive into, 3-on-4. Holding off his opponents, picks his head back up, Ilya Ilic. Passes back, Calixtro. You can see Knoxville though, they're not going to stretch themselves too much if they can avoid it. Waldeck, clever pass to Villalobos. Works well to keep it alive. Kelly. Calixtro. He's dropping a bit deeper, offering his support. Onan in the press. Did he leave a foot in? He did. Foul committed. That one was played forward. Onan, love his name, taken as well by the referee. He's booked. Claudio a bit slow to get up. Back to his feet now after the foul committed. See it again as Onan just in the press. You can see him just kind of overrun that one a little bit. Second time he's fouled a player after the clearance has been given. That one earns him a yellow card. A couple forwards now for forward Madison. Now the name of the book, Christian Cheney and Jaden Onan. Something to watch out for. It would not help their task of coming back in this one. Kelly. Trying to pick out Keegan. He was offsides though. Jake Keegan, when you have the lead and the match is going to be a bit stretchy, you have some space to go into. He's the kind of forward you do like. Somebody who's capable of playing in the break-in transition, can bring his teammates into play, can score himself. Knocks out of play. Claudio, he'll take this throw. Ilic trying to turn. Hooked clear, Cheney. Wanted a foul, we'll get one. See Derek Gebhard preparing to come into the game. This will be his moment to come in. Looking to tie Nazim Bartman's all-time goal record. He'll come out of the game, the goal scorer for forward Madison. Gebhard 9 all-time. Bartman scored his 10th all-time. Interesting for him. He usually plays as a left wing back, left-sided midfielder. But when he comes on, he's immediately moving to that right wing. With Cichero on, they may offer him a different opportunity than he usually gets. Very talented player, can do a variety of different tasks. Cheney attacking it. Header towards goal, forces a save from Lewis, and he can fall on it. Out of nothing, Christian Cheney climbing highest and making it awkward. Ilic, clever first touch. Nods it down for Ross, gives it back to Ilic. Trying to feed it back to him, but Payne collect the loose one and knock it away. Kelly. Villalobos. Mitch Osmond. Switch of play. Gebhard, Payne. Wheeler Amunu. Brilliant pass, picks out Stephen Payne at the byline, stands it up. Cleared away, brave by Calixto, got a foot to it. Numbers penned in for Knoxville, they're dropping deep. Here's Onan. Was he fouled after he passed it? The referee says no, actually takes a minute to collect his thoughts and then we'll give the foul. Whipped into the box, Cheney attacking, knocked away by Skelton. The header, Kroll is there, but Keegan gets there first. He's being pressed, he goes down, referee gives a foul. Can't watch the match on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern. Plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. Shipman. Onan. Fighting for it. Stays in. Onan's cleared away by Kelly. Slide tackle. That will keep it in play. Onan trying to get there first. Gets a foot in and will draw the foul. Jaden Onan has been absolutely relentless in his work rate, and he wins his side a free kick in a very intriguing position. Let's see it again as it's just going to bounce awkwardly. Waldeck trying to put a foot in there. He's a player on a yellow card. Onan got there first, and Waldeck under a bit of pressure. Both Callum Johnson and Rudy Castro preparing to come in for one Knoxville. They won't at this moment. The team has to focus defensively on this free kick opportunity. Derek Gebhardt hasn't had much of the ball since coming on a few moments ago. Citro, rather, that's over this one. Left foot of Citro, Gebhardt, an option as well. Payne, the right foot option. 3 in the area to pick out. Citro whips it. Lewis punches it away, awkward to deal with, and he did enough. Messias gets there first. Nutmegs his defender, falls to the ground, appealing for a foul, but it goes out. It'll be a throw regardless. A foul given. Citro force a two-handed punch save from Lewis. After that, going down was Messias. That'll be free kick number 2 for Citro in short succession. But that one maybe was in the mixer for someone to knock towards goal, but definitely was on frame for Lewis to save. This one, an awkward one for him to deal with. It'll be spinning away if he whips into the box. Whipped in by Citro. Begging for it, but it's just not enough. Goal kick given. On hand was Mitch Osmond, but he just couldn't quite get to it first. We'll see it again as Citro whips it in. Osmond trying to get there. Kelly doing just enough to put him off, and he can't put it on frame. Puts it over. See Johnson and Castro ready to come in. Gio Calixto, his day is over. He's the right-sided midfielder. Ilya Ilic, the other man to make way. Forward, off, like-for-like change. Rudy Castro, his first start last time out. Scored a 92nd minute winner on his debut at Central Valley Fuego from the penalty spot. Jordan Skelton takes the captain's armband for Knoxville. It's now 3 subs used by Mark McKeever, trying to get a vital 3 points on the road. Cleared forward. Headed back. Shipman's there. Clever. Toss it out to Krull. Messias. Back to Krull. Onan will be there first. He'll pass it back. Gebhardt in the underlap. May have been off sides. Krull won't pass it to him. Onan. Nice bit of footwork from him. Low shot. Tame. Lewis can collect and fall on it. Jaden Onan been a constant threat, a constant presence in the attack for forward Madison. Both pressing, on the ball, off the ball, assisting. The first goal, Payne. Heads it to Gebhardt. Tried to get a head to it as well, but was just too tall. Chrysler low one. Ross. 1-2. He was fouled though in the process. Referee will go to his pocket as well. Booking Mitch Osmond. We'll see it again. Ross is flicking it past Osmond. Overrunning it, trying to win it back. Fouls his opponent. "75 minutes down, 15 plus stoppage time in this one. 3 goals in the first half. Haven't gotten a second half one yet, but we've had a plethora of dramatic, controversial, threatening moments. As things stand in the table, as Frank Ross continuing to get to attended to, is one Knoxville moving up into 7th spot. They'll still be 4 points away from the Triumph in 6th, who do have 2 games in hand as well, but with them losing today would be an advancement on the day. The attendance 4,694. A nice group out here at Brees Stevens Field, trying to will their side on to another equalizer. Forward Madison currently dropping into 4th place. The Independents passing them with their win as Ross puts one on frame. Shipman collects, goes quick, goes long. Onan going to press Kelly, but he's calm, gets ahead to it. Wheeler Amunu, clever use of his body. Currently 0-0 between Northern Colorado and Union Omaha. Clipped into the channel. Either of those teams get points, they will pass forward Madison, should results hold. Waldeck in. Cichero. Out wide now. Jaden Onan onto the right foot. Onan is curling effort too tall. Madison continuing to threaten. This could be a big moment for Pierre Da Silva. He's coming on for Stephen Payne. Just his 2nd appearance. Made his debut last time out in the 73rd minute. A versatile left-footed forward option. Signed just on August 8th. Handing out some instructions. Coming off the bench. A paper of advice went in the sock of Mitch Osmond. Headed away by Mel. First touch for Da Silva off the bench. Head coach Matt Glazer talking about how it's almost preseason for him. He's been training on his own, hadn't been with the club, started this season. And now that he's here, they're hopeful in the next few weeks he'll be able to get closer and closer to full 90 fitness as an option for them. But in the meantime, they'll have to settle for 20-minute cameos like they're getting right now. Onan plays it. Gebhardt holding off his opponents, fires it to Onan's feet. Nice slide tackle. Onan, all energy. Munu holds off Kelly. Da Silva. Pierre Da Silva. Low one, awkward. Lewis is there. This would be a great way to continue to introduce himself to the home crowd here. As part of the 1-0 win last time out. He was on the pitch when they got the winner. Still searching for his first goal contribution in Madison colors. He was with Miami FC from 2021 to 22. A lot of time with the B team for Orlando City. Made 3 appearances for the first side between 2017 and 2019. Had loans at both St. Louis FC and Memphis 901 between 19 and 20. Tossed in. Onan. Osmond eyes a pass out to the side. Headed away by Waldeck. Onan trying to switch of play. De Silva on the right wing. Driving forward to the byline, low from De Silva. Kelly gets there, blocks it away. Villalobos under a bit of pressure, his pass away. He finds Wheeler Amunu. Onan, he's dropping deep, he's demanding the ball. His pass out wide to Kroll, makes him move a little bit, but he gets there. Jacob Kroll back to Osmond. Field for Wheeler Amunu. Messias, right wing. De Silva into the channel for Gebhard. Can he get there? He can indeed. Derek Gebhard. De Silva back to Gebhard. Onan. Whipped into the box. Lewis there to collect. He can fall on it. Knoxville, they're dropping deep. They're willing to bend. They hope they don't break. Try and get 3 points. Messias was claimed. Osmond controls it down. Messias. This will be a familiar sight for the final moments of this match as they search for an equalizer again. Gebhard. Clipped forward. Gebhard running onto it, into the box now. Was too tall. Will it stay in play for Cichero? Did he get there in time? He did not. That one went out for a goal kick. Much to the dismay of the home crowd behind him and Cichero himself. See Sam Fletcher preparing to come on. Coming on for Frank Ross, the man who currently has the match winner. The second goal for one Knoxville. He'll have to head to the bench. You see the scoring summary in the top left of your screen. Nazim Bartman, 23rd. Equalized after Chrysler opened it on the 24th. Ross currently with the winner. So for Sam Fletcher. As part of the USL League Two team. Just 5 appearances this season so far after a college career at UC Santa Barbara. Both him and Peter Swinkles, backup goalkeeper, parts of that USL League Two team as the club continues its ascension and its growth across the ranks of US soccer. Cheney commits the foul. That was the final substitution period used by one Knoxville. An ambitious effort from Claudio. That one goes into the concession stands. It sat up for him. Thought about trying one, and Shipman may have been almost caught off his line if that one was close to goal, but spun wide. Pass just eludes Castro. Scuffed, though. Villalobos. Intercepted by Cheney. Wheeler Amunu. Pass takes a deflection. Goes back. Gebhard fighting for it. Little spin into his path. Switch of play. Just past the foot of De Silva. Can't rope it in. See the reaction of Matt Glazer. A lot of frustration for him on this match tonight. Pair of disallowed goals. 2 conceded. Still searching for another equalizer, trying to make it a strong home stand. It's been a great season in a lot of ways for forward Madison. Second year under the helm for Glazer, as Keegan may have been fouled. Referee says no. He'd been fighting for it. Their second ever 10-plus win season, as that's won back by Kelly. Driving forward. All energy midfielder has it chased back and won by Onan. Nice step over moves and eludes him. His slide tackle slows him down. Just an utter duel, fighting for everything between those players. De Silva. Kelly actually goes down. He may have overexerted himself in that one. That's big if he can't continue. They have used their substitution periods, and Kelly will hope that it's just a moment to catch his breath. A bit of cramp, but if he's limited and cannot continue, they may have to drop down to 10 men. Bit of frustration from forward Madison after Servando Berna slowed things down, allowing the moment of pause. We'll see again just a step over here and a slide tackle. Just a lot of, chasing each other all up and down the pitch. And you see it's just not moving too swiftly on the left corner of your screen. They'll just go lay down right at the halfway line of the pitch. Matt Glazer and his side searching for their way back in. I believe they still have one more sub period if they want to use it, but not a ton of minutes left in this one. Just giving out some instructions for his team, trying to figure out a way to break it down. Talking to Onan. Kelly having his right calf looked at. He's attempted 6 tackles this game. Angelo Kelly Rosales has more than any other player. Next closest is Villalobos with 4. He's back to his feet. Not just vital as an energetic and ball-winning presence in the middle of the park. It's just that they can't afford to go down to 10 players. Fans very passionate about the time he's been taking, but it will be added on. We'll have a few minutes of stoppage time after the 3 minutes of the 90 get done here. You have to imagine there's going to be one more opportunity for forward Madison in this one. Can they take it? One Knoxville was a key entering today. Just be clinical with your opportunities. They haven't had an abundance of them today. 8 shots, 4 on target, but 2 goals. Off of a corner and a well-worked goal by Keegan picking out Frank Ross is how we're separated as things stand. Kelly is waved back onto the field. Can immediately press Krull. He does win it back. Krull trying to put a foot in. He's claiming he didn't touch him. Frustration abound from forward Madison. There's a lot of frustration from Krull that he was allowed to come on the pitch from behind him, and just puts a foot in and catches the shins of Sam Fletcher, and they'll know that that's just more time to take off the clock. Fletcher back to his feet and moving. Lofted forward, headed back. Offside's given though, won't be a corner, it'll be free kick after the offside against Knoxville. Rodolfo, Rudy Castro, trying to run onto that one. He's been tasked with seeing this one out. Osmond goes long, headed away. Cichero, Onan passes straight to the feet of his opponent Johnson. Back to him. Callum Johnson does well under pressure. Here's Keegan. Jake Keegan into the channel, running onto it now. Callum Johnson gets his head up, an option with him in the box. He may hold this in the corner flag. He will indeed. In the 90th minute, he knows that time's on his side. 3 pink jerseys descend on him. They win it back. Madison. Wheeler Amunu. Being pressed by Keegan. Cheney clips it cleverly. Is he onside? In is Gebhard. The flag goes up and ruins the opportunity. Looked like it was definitely on the edge. The assistant referee has Gebhard offsides. That ends the threat. We'll check it out again. It's a clever pass, and he was coming back from an offside position. It looked like may have just been off. Certainly incredibly tight, and a thumbs up by Jalen Chrysler. Clearly very happy that that one went his side's way. The offsides on totality today for one Knoxville certainly swinging in their favor. 2 goals disallowed due to offsides as we get 6 minutes of added time. The most agonizing 6 of all time for one Knoxville. Madison. I know it's an opportunity. Maybe enough time to see this one as an equalizer. Just Coffee Co-op, stoppage time. Castro plays it to Keegan. Back to Fletcher. Pass a bit under hit. Cichero plays it forward. Brilliant turn by Gebhard and can play it out wide to De Silva. They're breaking forward with numbers. Pierre De Silva on the underlap is Gebhard. De Silva onto his preferred left. Pass under hit, and Keegan can put a foot through it. Osmond. Long. Headed down. Onan fakes the first shot. Jaden Onan off the bar. Cleared away by Waldeck. How close can you come for forward Madison? Here's Mitch Osmond. 4 and change to try and find it. Low pass, Cheney. Shifts it to the right, Timmy Mell. Puts it into the box. Headed across goal. Headed away. Corner kick. Cichero rushing over to take. UW Health Sports Medicine corner kick. An outswinger for the left-footed Cichero. 6'5", but he's going to be trying to put some service into the area. Clipped up. Lewis is there. He bobbles it though. Alive. Headed towards goal. Off the goal line. Knocked away. Still not here. De Silva's shot is blocked. Mass appeals. And breaking forward now is Castro. He steps past. Chasing back. It's Villalobos. A vital tackle. They want it to be a goal kick. It was Villalobos trying to get in behind. And it's a corner kick. Jimmy Villalobos on the ground, exhausted. Again, the bar hit just off for Onan. Just can't quite get to it. And again, Lewis bobbles this. It sits up the header off the goal line, doing just enough, and the shot blocked away. They wanted it to be across the goal line. They were begging for it. They did just enough. Tino Vasquez coming on for just the 2nd appearance. He'll be coming on for Jaden Onan, the man who was just inches away from equalizing it. A Appearance number 2 for the teenager Vasquez. Trained with Sparta Praha. Previously in his career, Mexico call-ups at the U15 and U17 level. They will be in absolutely no rush here. Knoxville will. They're going to go short. You can see Johnson in the corner. Gebhardt and De Silva prepared to press. Johnson. It's poked away, fighting for it. You can see it as breaks for Waldeck. Try and bring it back into that corner. Foul committed by Waldeck. Free kick on hand. Shipman passes it in. Minute and a half, maybe a bit more after a break for that last corner kick. Madison over 70% possession over the final 15 minutes. Flicked forward, knocked away. Mauro Cicero. Out to the right-hand side. Whipped in by De Silva, headed away. Corner kick, pressure continues to mount. Shipman's going forward. The keeper's in the box. Whipped in the 96th, headed away. Messias, low, hooked away. Vasquez gets there first. You can see Shipman still in frame. It's hooked clear. Villalobos knows the keeper's off his line. Will he try one from distance? Under hit. Messias is there. The seconds ticking away. Long. Kroll keeps it alive. Sits up Cicero, saved by Lewis. Still with it, Gebhardt. Did it get caught under his feet? It did. Goal kick. Derek Waldeck needs to be stretched out as well. Players leaving everything on the line. It sits up for Cicero, just can't quite catch it properly on his other foot. We're past 96. Referee's discretion. We've had the minimum. How much more do we get? Lewis not been booked, so he honestly, if he wants to reach deep in the bag of dark arts, can take every second he wants to. Dave Lewis booked for taking that time and mentioned that he could waste it. Launches it forward. Foul committed by forward Madison. '70th yellow card this season. Leads the league in that mark. They won't care about leading the league there after getting a yellow card. Just try and see this one out as Kelly will leave it. Skelton. Clipped into the channel. Headed back. Cicero. Was he knocked down? He was. Yellow card will be produced for Sam Fletcher for time wasting. Vernon Shipman brings it forward. Passes it up. Referee eyes his watch. Launched forward. Headed back. And there we are. The points are Knoxville's. The players collapse to the ground. Absolute effort from both sides. And one Knoxville on the road earned the 3 points. What a win that is for Mark McKeever and Knoxville. On this 3-match road stand, they get 6 points. 2 wins in 3. A welcome return to the winning side of things. Festival Foods man of the match on the forward Madison side of things. The goal scorer, Nazim Bartman, made it his 10th goal in club history for himself, the all-time leading scorer. Bittersweet for him today, had a nice celebration on his equalizer. We'll see the play of the match on this one after the 3 points heading the way of one Knoxville. We can dig into this one. It is anything else but the goal from Nazim Bartman, a brilliant piece of individual skill presented by Dairyland Insurance. He'll sprint off into the corner, be able to celebrate with his kid. A special moment for him to get number 10 all time, 5 this season, had 5 last season, in his second season continuing to add to his historic forward Madison career as he celebrates with his kid. And the save of the match for Bernd Shipman. Gonna be persistent from Kelly, manages to work its way into the box. An awkward one for him to deal with, was clever though, got low with the cap early on in the match. Bernd Shipman making the big time save. A 2-1 defeat for them. They will fall in this one. You can see the players and the match winner, Frank Ross, after that one. His first half goal enough to see one Knoxville out with a 2-1 win on the road at Breese Stevens Field. Well, if you want to see those full-time highlights, we can dig into those as well as full-time stats on the other side of this break in just a moment as one Knoxville wins it 2-1.
Come see how Dairyland fits your life. With affordable car insurance that fits your budget and 24/7 customer service that fits your schedule. Even if you have coverage lapses or a bumpy driving history, we've got you covered. For 70 years, we've been helping people just like you get the car insurance they need. So why wait? Contact Dairyland today.
Back here at Breese Stevens Field in Madison, Wisconsin, as the one Knoxville players circle up after earning a vital 3 points on the road with a 2-1 victory at Breese Stevens Field. 2 wins in 3 now for Mark McKeever's men. Let's see how they did it with your full-time highlights brought to you by Just Coffee Co-op. Some big moments in the first half, some contentious moments in the first half. This first one, a disallowed goal for Mauro Cicero. Put it on frame, he was upset, but no goal for him. Had opportunities throughout the day. Another one here, sprayed in for Messias. Put it across goal for Cheney. Onside, but it was ruled off. Offside, a lot of frustration from forward Madison. They had 2 goals disallowed. This one whipped in, will not make it any easier to deal with. Jalen Chris, the rise's highest, nods it home, and they take the 1-0 lead in the first half with the 24th minute goal from Chrisla. They would respond though. Nazim Bartman scores for the hosts, gets them back into things 1-1. Another assist from Jaden Onan, has goal contributions in each of the last 3 matches this season. And Nazim Bartman given the opportunity to celebrate with his kid as he became the all-time record scorer. But Jake Keegan would retake the lead as he played it across for Frank Ross, celebrating in front of his old home stomping ground, just fighting for it. Persistent, picked out Ross, and the Scotsman put it home for a 2-1 lead in the first 45 minutes. Opportunities would not end there as both teams were searching for an insurance goal, an opportunity to equalize. We'll see it here as Christian Cheney gets in one-on-one, a collision of heads. He keeps his feet about him, tries to chip the keeper, an awkward clip towards goal, and just couldn't quite get it over the line. We'll see it again. Just clever with his head to nod it forward, but just can't quite catch it sweetly with his foot on the instep. Not able to get that one to go there, and probably the closest they came to an equalizer, just off from Jaden Onan. His shot hitting, rattling, destroying the crossbar And the final, 2-1. The hosts walk out of Madison with the 3 points. Those shots, 26, 10 on target for Madison, had opportunities aplenty, but could only put one past Sean Lewis in goal. 8 shots for Knoxville, 2 getting past them, 44% possession, no stats. Presented by Rhyme. What a match it was. We appreciate you for joining us at Reese Stevens Field. Forward Madison 1, Knoxville giving us a treat with Knoxville taking the points. They head back home to take on Lexington on Friday next week, while Forward Madison hits the road to take on South Georgia on the road. It's been a great one here for myself, Jack Edwards, and Brady Kujawa, our entire production crew. Final from Madison.
The United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.